So, you've probably heard the latest uproar. President Donald Trump at 78 has hinted at the possibility of seeking a third term in office. In a recent interview with NBC News, he stated, "I'm not joking about exploring methods to serve beyond the traditional 2 terms." He added, "A lot of people want me to do it. But my thinking is, we have a long way to go. I'm focused on the current, cue the media meltdown. But let's pause and ask, could this actually happen?" During the interview, Trump mentioned that many people are encouraging him to run again, though he believes it's too early to discuss it in detail. He hinted at the existence of methods to achieve a third term, but remained coy about the specifics. The Vance Maneuver. One idea floating around is what some are calling the Vance Maneuver. Here's how it would work. Vice President J.D. Vance runs for president in 2028 with Trump as his VP. After winning, Vance steps down, and Trump takes over as president. Sounds clever, right? But there's a big problem, the 22nd Amendment. It clearly says no one can be elected president more than twice. So, even if Trump slid into the VP spot and then moved up, it would likely face serious legal challenges. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Is a third term even possible? The 22nd Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, ratified in 1951, explicitly states that no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. This amendment was a direct response to President Franklin D. Roosevelt's unprecedented 4-term presidency. Speaking of FDR, let's take a stroll down memory lane. Before Roosevelt, it was customary for presidents to serve no more than 2 terms, following the precedent set by George Washington. However, FDR broke this tradition by winning a 3rd term in 1940 and a 4th in 1944, arguing that his leadership was necessary during the tumultuous times of World War II. His extended tenure sparked debates about the concentration of power, ultimately leading to the adoption of the 22nd Amendment to prevent future presidents from exceeding 2 terms. Comparing Trump to FDR is like comparing apples to, well, very different apples. FDR's era lacked a constitutional barrier to a 3rd term. It was more about breaking an unwritten rule. Trump, on the other hand, faces a clear constitutional prohibition. While both leaders have had significant impacts on the nation, the paths to a potential 3rd term are markedly different due to the legal frameworks in place. Another factor to consider is age. Trump, born on June 14, 1946, would be 82 at the end of a hypothetical 3rd term. FDR was 58 when he began his 3rd term in 1941 and passed away at 63 during his 4th term. While age has become a topic of discussion for many politicians, it's worth noting that vitality varies among individuals. Trump's energy on the campaign trail has often defied expectations, suggesting that age alone isn't a definitive measure of capability. So where does this leave us? While Trump's musings about a 3rd term make for sensational headlines and heated debates, the constitutional roadblocks are substantial. Amending the Constitution is a Herculean task, requiring overwhelming support from both Congress and the states. Given today's political climate, getting that level of agreement is nearly impossible. Even though some supporters, like Congressman Andy Ogles, have suggested amending the 22nd Amendment to allow Trump a 3rd term, the chances are slim. As it stands, the 22nd Amendment firmly caps presidential service at 2 terms. But what do you think? Is there a legitimate pathway for a 3rd term, or is this just political theater? Could there be unforeseen methods to navigate around the constitutional constraints? Or is this just another example of President Trump bristling whenever a reporter asks him to confirm that his options are limited? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, for more incisive analysis and bold conservative commentary, subscribe and stay tuned to Conservative Direct.